We are remembering one of the darkest days in American history. The nation is marking 24 years since the 9/11 terror attacks, with ceremonies right here in New York, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon. Natalie Duddridge joins us from the World Trade Center Memorial Site. Natalie.
Well, Cindy, the skies above New York City are clear and bright today, just as they were on September 11th, 2001, a stark reminder of how that morning began and how it forever changed our city and country.
New York and the world have vowed to never forget. And 24 years later, the memory of the attacks on 9/11 are as clear as they were on that fateful day. So it is with solemn reverence that we gather and ring the bells at 6 different intervals to soak in the enormity of loss. Here where the World Trade Center once stood, and also remember the tragedies at the Pentagon and Shanksville. It's not a day for politics or politicians, but for everyone to come together to reflect and share personal remembrances that are steeped in sorrow.
Each year reminds me not just of loss, but of how precious life is.
Family members keeping the memories of loved ones alive.
The way you lived your life can be perfectly summed up by, life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away.
Thanking first responders for their sacrifice.
For the longest time, we thought he died alone on the 78th floor, and we later learned that Battalion Chief Oriel Palmer and Fire Marshal Ronald Buca were there.
Keeping in mind that there are now more firefighters who have died of 9/11 related illnesses than who perished on that fateful day.
My never-ending gratitude to all of the first responders who sacrificed their own lives to save others that day. Thank you also to the members of our armed forces and our wounded warriors.
The heaviness and loss of these innocent victims has not dimmed in these 24 years.
My Aunt Brooke was only 23 when she died, but now standing here today as a 22-year-old who just graduated college, it weighs heavy on my heart, mind, and spirit that 23 years old is a child. 23 is a young person finding their place in the world.
Tears still shed, honoring those lost as memories are carried forward.
Our family says that I have a lot of your traits. They say I'm kind and generous like you. And even though I didn't have the chance to meet you in person, I still have a deep love and affection for you. I hope to be just like you when I grow up. Grandpa Eddie, I love you and miss you. This is your grandson Dominic signing off.
And sadly, the number of FDNY members who have died from 9/11 related illnesses continues to grow. 39 new names were added to the memorial wall this year. And after the reading of the names, a special tribute was held for them. In Lower Manhattan, Natalie Duddridge, CBS News, New York.
Natalie, thank you. Just across the Hudson, a remembrance ceremony was held in Jersey City, across from where the Twin Towers once stood. That same waterfront became a triage center for those fleeing Manhattan. 39 Jersey City residents were killed on 9/11, and at the remembrance ceremony were twisted steel and metal from the World Trade Center that now stands as a reminder.
Having that location rebuilt is important for, just for the families and for the country, I think, as a whole. You just say to yourself, God bless, the people that survived and are still with us, and God help the poor souls that perished up there.
Metal from the World Trade Center now. More than 700 of those killed on 9/11 were New Jersey residents. From New Jersey to Point Lookout in Nassau County, first responders and residents gathered for Long Island's largest 9/11 memorial ceremony. 24 years ago, people went to Town Park Point Lookout to see the smoke from the Twin Towers. Today, they remember the lives lost. We spoke to one woman whose son died on 9/11.
He called me and he said, Mommy, the building is falling down around me. I love you. I said, find someone to be with so you're not alone and they're not alone. He said, okay, Mommy, and then the phone went dead.
For so many people, they come back on every 9/11 to remember those who rushed into Ground Zero selflessly, knowing there was a very good chance they were not going to come out alive, but they were doing it to save others.
The ceremony also honored those who have passed from 9/11 related illnesses. As the station takes a moment to pause, this morning at sunrise, an unfurling of the flag ceremony was held at the Pentagon to honor those who died 24 years ago. All the names of the fallen were read, and military officials spoke about the lasting impact of the attack in their own lives. Of the nearly 3,000 Americans who died, 184 service members and civilians were killed when hijackers crashed into the Pentagon. And in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, an observance at the Flight 93 Memorial honors the passengers and crew members aboard the plane who took action. Many of those aboard Flight 93 tried to stop the hijackers' plans that day to fly into a federal building in Washington. As the names of all 40 passengers and crew members who lost their lives that day were read, bells were rung, and wind chimes at the Tower of Voices stand, keeping their memory alive. Stay with CBS News New York as we continue to mark 24 years since the terror attacks. We have more coverage of this special day tonight starting at 5. And you can watch today's ceremony at 9/11 Memorial on our website, cbsnewyork.com.